Hey everybody, hello and welcome to Skycurser Daily number 70. My name is Brad. We are making good progress on Skycurser. Yesterday we knocked out two key items. One item was the icons for number of lives for Skycurser or Guy, and then the other item was the special. So we got the special working exactly how we want it to. The player basically has to power up all three weapons in order to gain a special, and then once they are ready to use it, they hit all three buttons for all three weapons, and it fires the special and resets the meters. So I think we're in a really good spot for that. So I will go ahead and demo that. I did knock out a few bugs last night after I got off stream, and so I just want to kind of demonstrate that piece of it. We demoed the Gaia icons yesterday, so if you want, you can follow up and watch yesterday's videos. If you watch them soon enough, you can watch them on Twitch. Otherwise, I push all of our Skycurser dailies over to YouTube, so you can see them on YouTube as well. So, getting ready to demo the special. We'll have that up here in just a second, as soon as it loads. And realizing that I left the configuration to be arcade, so I gotta reset this real quick before I hit go again, and here we go.
Mission 1.
Okay, so we see the special meter at the bottom. As the player uses each weapon, they gain, that special meter begins growing depending on which weapon they use to kill the enemies. And now that all three are powered up, I can do a special and they all reset, and then I can start powering up again. So I've got a couple things to add related to this. Those are mainly sounds. Love it, love it, love it. Perfect, so it works really well. I like where we're at with it. Now, in order to make sure we're on point and catching up exactly where we should be, I'm going to open Trello so I can make sure to be updating here. Okay, let me check this one off. It already is. So the main things that I can think of with level, let me update level 2. That guy's updated. That's updated. Updated. I need to update the explosion. Homing projectile. Figure out what to do with that guy. Febs between our Febs, make depth for Febs on helix movement, more 3D impression. Okay, and let's see exactly what I need to update. I think for that we're going to go to Google Drive and look at our scripting, because we're at the point really where we can update some scripting. And I know for sure in terms of player layout, let's say, here, but I'm going to. This is an update for the guide cockpit. I got to read on this to know exactly what's going to be next, and we're about to do that now. So, right back up. So I'm reading on Mission 2 enemy script here. I've got most of this stuff done. Have some sounds I could update as well. I'm leaning towards those. I'm also just trying to catalog them and write them down. So let me see what my first objective will be. Doc. I'll read up on real quick. What's up, man? How's it going? Yeah, man. Thanks for stopping by and saying what's up. Good to see you, bro. Alright. Guy spawns. Play guy putting on sunglasses at the beginning of the stage or after a death. Then play guy's death animation. Play 2 seconds of guy shaking, formally firing animation. Play guy brandishing a handgun when all 3 supers are filled. Static frame should play as the monitor is moving in and out. Got it. That's pretty much new scripting for him. It's going to take a lot to get there for that. Yeah, sounds good, man. Sounds good. Okay, so I'm going to put that in here. Then, yep, leave that alone. Cool, got that. Let me just read this document for a minute. The thing about this scripting is I know we're supposed to transition at some point over to the bridge. Okay, so based on what I see here, I think I have some priorities to fix and complete on level 1. And these are lesser priorities right now, I think. Because I don't know when the transitions happen. I need to know when the transitions happen before I do any of this stuff. I think I'll probably do this basically immediately following the current flow, which is, you know, the roaches appear, and then I'll have the ambulance riders appear. I see roaches here. Then I see a semi. Then I see semi-riders. And then I see FEBs, and I don't see anything about transitions. And I know we have to transition into a bridge on level 2, and then from a bridge we have to transition to like the shipyard. And I know a lot of that artwork is done, but I don't know when all that's supposed to happen or where that is in the flow of this. So based on that, I know we are trying to very much tighten up level 1, so I think I'm going to start knocking out some of these items for level 1. yeah, I think I can just start knocking out some of these bugs on level 1. And I think that also includes fixing Guy's monitor. So I think I'll pull that. Scary, man. Just texted back and forth with Chris about next steps for level 2 and what it is that I need related to it, and just bouncing some ideas off of him. Okay, top priority for me is this HUD. I think. I thought I was going to push it off for a little bit, but I think this is top priority for me. Make this one more time under sprites. We looked at it yesterday, but what we pulled in didn't have everything correct. So let's back these up by just putting underscore BAK and Yes, I know that's not how you spell back in backup. Alright, now we'll create a new sprite. This will be sprite cockpit frame. Load. And instead of this one, we're now looking for 716. It's probably this guy right here. Yes, perfect. Sub images. Also going to duplicate this guy, hit OK on that, back up this guy, let's see what's attached to this one. Okay, that's good. What's the image speed here? That's good, I'll keep that. Did want to see what was in the step event. Cool. Nothing that I need to worry about saving. Now I can rename this to cockpit frame and make sure that the image speed here is what we had set on the other one, since it's now part of the same frame. Again, just bouncing ideas off of Chris, so give me a second. Okay, so there's a super ready voiceover that I need to add to the super that we did yesterday. This guy doesn't exist anymore, so for now it's going to get commented out. And we need to make sure this is activated inside of Skycurser, and I think it is, so let's just verify. Cockpit frame, good. Let's do a search for object guy cockpit. I should only see it in basically two places. Well, in two scripts. Ooh, okay. Script guy cockpit. I wonder if now all this now basically changes. This guy is gone. And the question is, where was this script getting called from? Let's search for it. Getting called from multiple places. The Skycurser object, 24, 28, 32. Okay. And I'm fine with these, because I just updated that script. Alright, let's see where this is sitting at with the new update on the cockpit frame. I'm pretty sure it's either going to have a bug or it's going to be definitely out of place. And some of the sub images are definitely going to be off. Could probably start verifying some of that. Okay, cool. I'll get that going here in a minute. And
Mission 1.
bug,
Death at
Notepad. I'm sure I've missed a couple places. I need to remove that previous reference. These no longer exist. In fact, I can just delete this. And then let's replay. Yeah.
Mission 1. Death at dusk.
Pointing to the old one for some reason. Yeah, it doesn't have the... When I changed it changed it here automatically, so let me fix that here. I'm pretty sure that's going to break something too when I do it, so we'll just update it and deal with it as soon as it breaks.
Mission 1. Death at dusk. Go.
Yeah, so some of our sub images got changed, so we're obviously gonna have to switch this out. Okay, so let's focus on getting these sub images right and updating the script that uses the sub images. So that's right here. Okay, so I'm just going to watch the sub images. Got to determine if 22 I'm going to open this other one too. Unfortunately, I don't think I can have two of these open at the same time. Ah, here we go, perfect. Cool. Okay, so far so good. Thumbs up again on 52. Perfect. Should be at 64. I think this is where there's a deviation. This is the old one. Oh, I see what's happening. This is overriding it. So this should no longer matter. Gotta remove this one. So these image indexes right here control this old sprite. I'm trying to get the sprite to pop up. Like Skycurser, I mean, GameMaker just it's got the wrong image populated here. I'm not sure why. GameMaker does this periodically. Okay. So that might fix most of everything. So let's just make sure here though. Shotgun, die, 78. So let's go to 78 on the old one. Okay. Perfect. We have a couple more now on this new one. Let me see where this one goes to. It goes all the way through 95, and that's it. So this one goes through 95, and actually this one goes through 94 as an index. This one's got 94 as an index, but it continues on with the snow. And that's it. So let's add that here. I don't remember off the top of my head what cockpit removable stands for. Let's look it up and see what it does. See what it's controlling. Here it is. If global cockpit removable is equal to true and object Skycurser doesn't exist and lives left is less than 0, then destroy the instance. I'm fine with that. Perfect. Okay, so this is slide in, slide out right here. I think when it's sliding out, we need to make sure it hits this new snow option. So we'll open this guy, look at the step event, and let's see. Set a variable here while it's moving. I do want the snow to be false here and true here. So we'll just copy this, take this over to Skycurser, and control the snow accordingly. Shoot shotgun, die, normal. So I think there's something I can add in front of all of these. Cool. Let's try that.
Mission 1. Death at dusk.
I'll just turn that to set it first to false.
Mission 1. Death at dusk. Go!
issue on the X is greater than 0 through 59. 0 minus 59. Snow equals true. If X is less than 0, snow equals... Oh, that's my problem right there. True here should be false here. And I noticed an issue with the frame that I need to edit. Sprite.
Mission 1, Death at Dusk. Go!
Perfect. So it looks like that functionality is going to be most of the way where I need it to be right now, and I have to make some other updates. So for the most part, he's going to be hiding. The monitor is going to be hiding. Let me just think about this. In terms of what it's going to take to make those changes. Yeah, definitely. Wow. I don't know. Yo, 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 what's up, Liam? Awesome, man. Not snow. I gotta see what happens whenever the guy dies. I gotta look at the current functionality. Freaking out.
Mission 1. Death at dusk. Go!
Okay, so when he dies, the screen blacks out. He takes right back. He goes through the animation. Oh, look at that. The cockpit frame is behind, and so is the
Continue.
So it plays all the way through unless he dies again, which is, I think, the expected behavior. And I think what I'll do is say, when cockpit is finished, we'll set a global variable on this. No, we won't set a global variable. We'll just set a variable on the cockpit frame. So we'll have one called hide. And I'll create a hide equals false. here. So it hides itself after this plays through. And then on the step event, we need to make sure. Oh, sorry, Liam. What I'm doing right now, I'm just working on the cockpit frame. And the cockpit frame is just kind of the HUD, the heads-up display at the bottom left that gives the player feedback on what's going on screen. Just got some recent updates to it, so I'm trying to just tighten that up and get it exactly to where it should be. The animations are all correct, and now I'm just working on hiding it correctly. So. Okay. Hide there. Do an OR statement right here. Hide equal to true. And apparently my parentheses are off. Where's that guy close at? Closes right there. Perfect. I think that should control it right there, and then I'll modify how the shooting works with that HUD display as well. So.
Mission 1, Death at Dusk. Go!
Oh, look at that. Flies right out. I die. I think when he dies... to try something. Mix these sprites up so I don't keep clicking them. On the destroy event. Cool, so this is where the destroy happens. Okay, I think what I want to try to do is is like instance deactivate all and then instance activate all. I'm not sure how this is going to work. So I gotta think through this for a minute. Nice, dude. Alright. So I think for this guy, I'm going to set a variable. Awesome. I think Ryan is your name based on what Liam is saying. Thanks, man. Yes, it is. I'll show it to you here in a minute. Sweet, yeah. Sweet. Okay, so I think what I'm going to set here is object cockpit frame dot death is equal to true. And I'm curious on that. Sorry, man, I've got 5 megabyte upload speed, and we're working on getting more. So, should be able to do less buffering. All deactivated is false, and then I think we say, here's the crazy part, if death, then instance deactivate all true, and we say, and all deactivated equal false. We don't want to keep deactivating all instances, so we say all deactivated equals true. Yeah, it is. I initially got them a while ago when I was like playing StarCraft 2 a lot. So I was playing StarCraft 2 for hours on end every evening and on the weekends, and was just, my eyes were starting to kill me. So I've just gotten in the habit of wearing them every time I'm sitting down at the computer for a while. But yeah, I do like them. It helps a bit. It's a little bit more, you don't really notice unless you use it for a long period of time, but it makes everything a little bit less, what's the word, sharp, I guess. It kind of dulls everything a little bit, which makes everything, I mean, it doesn't take away from the experience. I can see all the colors perfectly. It's just a little bit lighter on your eyes, I guess. Awesome, man. It's worth it. They're high quality. So you're a full-time dev? Alright. So all instances are deactivated. Cool, man. That's awesome, man. Okay, so all are deactivated. At this point, we don't want to deactivate the cockpit, so we let the cockpit continue being activated, and we change, let's see, I think at this point we're going to have to run script guy cockpit Alright, I just want to see this. If this works, everything will freeze and I'll have to come back, but that would be expected behavior. I think I'm going to have to make one more change for this right here. So I gotta go check out this sub image real quick, see what 92 is. I think at this point we can say if let's check this out. Alright, let's just try this, see what happens.
Mission 1, Death at Dusk. Go!
That failed. Instance deactivate all is not going to work. That's going to be a lot tougher than we think it is. Because I got to figure out every single item that should freeze. And that didn't throw an error, that just literally deleted everything on screen. So deactivating actually apparently does an instance destroy on all instances. So, based on that, I think we have to remove this functionality for now, because that will take a little bit of time. And I'm trying to think exactly how I would deactivate all instances in a room, except for the ones that I wanted to keep active. I think I would do that through, and by deactivate I mean stop all speed and direction, but also let them reactivate as soon as they're ready, or as soon as I'm ready to reactivate them. And I think I would do that by passing everything through the same object. So make everything inherit from a parent object, and the parent object would have basically holders that would store the previous speed and direction. Awesome. So Ryan, you're teaching at some universities, teaching programming. It looks like you were trying to apparently teach some programming with a couple other guys, and one of them wasn't interested. Nice. Okay, here we go. That's awesome, man.
Skycurser. Mission 1. Death at dusk. Go!
Okay, so I think on death, I'm going to go ahead and let the cockpit come back in. Oh, shoot, man. Yeah, the problem is I didn't have my plugin turned on to switch automatically.
Skycurser. Mission 1. Death at dusk. Go!
Thanks, man. Glad I caught that bug. Okay. Guy cockpit doesn't exist anymore, and we're trying to control it from script boss 1 animation. Line 174. Yeah, that was pretty awesome though. That was pretty funny if that happened. Script possible animation. I don't see it here. I'm not in the correct place. I'm surprised I had a problem with this. I think the problem is that Guy Cockpit doesn't exist at all. It's now Guy Cockpit _BAK. So, technically I can just remove this. Cockpit frame should be fine to leave there. Let's go test that again. Gonna fast forward.
Mission 1. Death at dusk.
Yeah, all the pets come in. There's some sort of weird bug where if they don't activate throughout the level, they come in at the end. But I'm only, you know, that's the fast forward functionality. That's never going to make it to the arcade anyway.
Mission complete. Mission 1. Death at dusk.
Aha, here we go again. Level 2, line 39. As part of your launch strategy, you show the privilege to get some mates around to build an arcade machine. Oh, this is our strategy, bro. We are launching on arcade. And then we'll open to other platforms. See if I can find the post for you. Skycurser. Surprised it's still in here. Huh. Oh, if it doesn't exist, it's having a hard time. 80s nostalgia is ready. Getting your R. Kelly vocals on. Nice. So that was kind of interesting that it couldn't find the cockpit frame. Interesting how it had a problem with this. I guess I'm not checking for the instance to exist here yet. Awesome. Got a follow from RM2K Dev, aka Ryan. Thanks a lot for the follow, man. Really appreciate the support, bro. And welcome to the Griffin Aerotech School of Aviation. Okay. Let's kick that off and head back over. Speed it all the way up again. It's interesting when I enable time warp that the PEBs don't get activated until the very end of the level. I'm surprised by that. Oh man, this is so awesome. I love it. I love this part actually. We're gonna have to build some of that in. Yeah, he goes down and picks up a tank.
Mission complete. Mission 1. Go to task.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. What's this one? Okay, so the super meters aren't in yet. So something's wrong where the cockpit frame and the super meters are not getting created from level 2. Where cockpit created is still set to true, and I need to set it to false at the end of level 1 so that it gets created on level 2. So let's do that. Okay, so unit 0 is actually going to be probably boss. Yeah. I'm going to go look at object boss 1. Maybe script boss 1 got hacked. Or get called from, I guess. That's interesting. Nowhere. that's a legacy script. Okay, well that's good. But I'm not trying to control it there then. I just got another follow from BTYM. Thanks for the follow, BTYM. Welcome to the Griffin Aerotech School of Aviation. Thank you for the support. Animation is here. Okay, not there. Is it in the step of it? Yeah, it is. Here it is. Why did that come up when I did a global search? That's weird. So script boss 1 die is there. Passing self in, that's good. So it's not a deprecated script. That means right here, I could probably go ahead then and with, I'll say if instance exists, this probably isn't the best place to do this, but I need to keep this moving based on our deadline. So, and since all this other code is commented out, I'm blowing it away. And it's been commented out for a very long time. I'm going to try to do this and see if this works. Well, I don't even think that'll work. Okay, so we have default level complete. When does level complete get set? Apparently the search functionality is not working as expected. That makes it really difficult. I think I know where the level complete is set. Let's do a generator for level 1. Just level complete. That's good. So level complete gets set to true right there. Perfect. Okay. So based on that, I should be able to come over here and say global dot level complete is equal to false. Worst case scenario, what I have to do is move the cockpit destroying to this section right here and bring it back in over here. It already should come back in actually right over here. So let's just try this, see if this works.
Mission 1, Death at Dusk. Mission complete. Mission 1, Death at Dusk.
Yeah, okay. So abort that. So I do need to put that destroying here because what happened was as soon as it got destroyed, it got recreated because this wasn't set to true yet. So we're just going to destroy it right here and bring it back on the next level. So, boss death. This guy right here, cut. I think we're safe to do this, no problem. Fun. Fun.
Mission 1. Death at dusk. Go! Mission complete. Mission 1. Death at dusk.
Boom. Fix it. However, let's see the cockpit coming in. Should be here. Program states in GML. So what is it that you're trying to program? You're having a problem maintaining state in GML? Can you hear me better? I don't know what's up with the mic. Is that any better? Turn it down to half. Yeah, I can do that. That should be a little bit better all around. I've just adjusted overall volume to half of what it normally is in the game. And it should stay like that until I change it. So Pound Cake, is there a particular issue you're trying to work through? You said you wish you knew how to program states in GML. You mean, what I understand that to mean is like maintain state between different things? So I want to look at the depth engine because I feel like the depth engine is sitting the street of level 2 is sitting on top of the cockpit, because the cockpit should be created, and doesn't feel like it is. Room level 2. Aha, I see what the problem is. Well, no, I don't. Can get removed because it's no longer in here at all. These are depths based on level, so technically I should probably just have a switch statement inside of here. Learn more about how to set up and program game states, like to deal with character animations, drawing effects like your slashing and shooting animations. Things like that. Like in Unity has built-in editor where you can just drag and drop things to set your states correctly, whereas in GMS you have to program it all yourself, and it takes a bit of extra work, but it's extremely easy then to modify things and read the code. Yeah, the way I control all the animations is kind of like that, through scripts. So to control the sprite animations, basically I'm trying to think of a good example. A good example should be the cockpit. Mine kind of looks like this. So I simply have a script, and then I have an argument that I pass into the script, which I'm not specifying right here. Cool. So I pass in the action that I want Guy to be doing, and then I just have a switch case, and then from this script I check to make sure the cockpit frame exists and Skycurser exists, and if they both exist, then I control the cockpit frame image index, and I just say if it gets greater than or equal to 21 and the state that I passed in was glasses, then I reset it to 0. So the frames between 0 and 21 are the animation for the glasses. And that's basically like that all the way down here. When you're past a section where you can't just reset to 0, instead you have to reset to a number that's higher than 0. You'll have something like this where you have, if image index is less than 22, you want to set it to 22. If it's higher than your next number for normal, what the animation for normal for Guy Cockpit was, ends at 33, and I just reset it to 22 if it's greater than or equal to 33. So I think actually my last animation is like 32, and when it hits 33 it just resets to 22, and that just keeps it on a loop correctly. So that's pretty much how I control that, and then based on